Browning step-in three, no. Fears grabs the miss, 2-on-1 with Miles. He'll attack himself. The freshman lays it up and in. Butrell stripped. Fears and Glenn Taylor Jr. There's Fears, wide open, lays it in.
Bettis out front, he's had a hard time handling that.
Here's Fears curling to the bucket. The Sooners get back within a deuce. Shot clock down to 10 for Fears. Behind the back pull-up. Foul! Count it! And he'll have a chance to give the Sooners the lead. The freshmen start to take control on the offensive end.
Plays with a lot of confidence. You know, sometimes young players, Chad, you know, they act like they know they belong, but it takes some experience.
Thomas has 20 and has the Demons back to within 6. Fears got some space and scored it easily. Now Patterson trying to work his way in. He's stripped. Glenn Taylor Jr. took it. Hands it to Fears. And the Sooners take a timeout here. Lead is back to 12 with 1:43 remaining.
Lots of bodies, and rightly so, around him. Multiple in help situation. Much better job defensively there. A terrific offensive player. But if you're trying to get in the rotation, get minutes, what Frenson Cole did, what that does, it gets you trust with the staff.
Fears rinses the three. So Phillips tries to change that, but it's way off the mark. 0 for 7 from downtown now. Fears runs and punches the rim.
One of the best conferences in the country. And he knows you have those lapses like that defensively, you won't beat anybody, especially on the road.
Fears had a double clutch in midair, but he has 8 points. Miles with the block. Here's Fears. Bethea trying to stay in front of him. Floater good. Wagee is back in for the Sooners. Josh Taylor in for the Lions. Pretty good scrum here. Great hustle by Scooter Williams Jr., but Moore breaks free and Fears finishes it. Fears. Very comfortable. 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 assists, a steal, and he gallops to the window there. Into the hands of Miles. He's got 14 points. Elvis lost it. Fears lines up at 3, and it works out well for the Sooners. Williams 3, and that's the 3rd time they've had a chance to get it to single digits. Unsuccessfully. Fears all the way in. Man, he is physical for a freshman.
You see the basketball pumped away by Fears. So quick, and they slam it in. Again, a play that you can't coach. Speed and anticipation. And just high IQ by Fears to bait the pass. He's just sitting there waiting on it and trusting that he's got greater speed to the ball than Mila's going to meet the pass.
Shot clock to 5. Elvis gives it up. Fears takes a look at the clock. He floats this one. Backed it in! A three-pointer. We're still winning the battle on the glass in this first half. Fears to the baseline. Scoop shot. Oh, my! Northweather on the inside to get that miss. Fears, nifty move, strong, and gets it to go. Miles can't shoot it, round the back out for Fears. Shot clock down to 7. Off the screen, Fears will launch it. Got it. You cannot let him do it.
Anticipate you're going to make some here as the half gets going.
That pass deflected and a steal by the Sooners. With numbers, Sears losing the handle still puts it in.
Well, the weather's in the game, and he dictates coverage because he's such a good shooter.
Fears sheds his defender. Fears gets all the way to the rim.
A tough team to press, Brendan, with the very good guards, including this guy. Fears attacks, count it, and a foul.
And if you don't go behind it and communicate, that gives Fears a head of steam. I mean, and he is so smooth. He gets so much out of it.
Lost the handle, and then Newman was a little lazy going after it, and Fears beat him to it. Stuffs it home. Showing his activity, hustle, and toughness early for the Sooners.
A lunch pail guy off the bench. Doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
A step back 3.
OU has made 6 out of 12. The Michigan has the lead as we are playing the second half and the final half of the event. Fears with a pull-up pop and a good start for the freshman cross court. Dangerous pass.
Well, they're looking for a three.
Fears will lift this one. Got it! He hit it! He hit it!
Be kidding me. What did we just see? The acceleration into the dribble handoff.
But can't from Cato. Now Fears has got to go make a play. Has the quickness advantage over Eaton, and he 5 to shoot now as Elvis tries to get free from Elijah Terry. Fears, foul line jumper, and fouled. Bush and Tillman out at the guard spot. Tillman couldn't get one off over Luke Northweather. He turned it over, and here's Fears attacking, sprinting across the lane to bank it home.
I mean, you really have 5 guards out there.
And Fears cashes in.
The next media timeout.
They reviewed one that Jeremiah Fears got a goaltend call to his advantage and said it was a goaltend.
As well as Elijah Martin.
Jeremiah Fears back on the floor for Oklahoma, spinning away from the D, and that is his first field goal of the game. Fears wants it with 6 on the shot clock. That's defender on his hip, and the elbow jumper goes. That's now 3 in a row. Fears, that step back, that's a deep 2.
Has led this game most of the way. Fears, he's not going to pass that up. That's why he is an elite. 2 minutes to play. Fears, the freshman, fearless in the lane, got it to go.
Control of the ball. Don't shoot it then.
Fears attacking and finishing. Oh, he's creative.
See, I think you've got to call the contact on those handoffs.
Fears left open behind the back. And a finger roll. Stolen by Taylor. Ahead to Fears. Lays it up and in. Stuck on 12. Fears weaving his way through traffic. Spins it home. The lead down to 4. Fears connects from downtown. Freshman Fears. Now to Miles. Fears with a long 3 and rattles that one home. Fears grabbed by Jalen Moore.
I think it's great when Ziegler gets into the lane, but if he gives up his dribble, that's going to be tough to pass out.
Fears, the freshman, first shot attempt, banks it in. Case, because they're going to have a 7-game stretch of top 25 opponents. I've never seen that in years of covering the sport. There's an and one, and a much needed. Oklahoma's gone over 3 minutes without scoring a point. Fears, there's the finish. Fears blows by Gray on the hedge out, and then gets another and one opportunity.
Excellent relocation by Fears. Really well done. He is a physical presence. Been a while since Fears buried one.
Matthews lost the handle. Little contact. Oklahoma on the run out. Jeremiah Fears with the stuff. Fears left alone. 3 on the way and good for number 0.
Art Williams has been playing high-level basketball in a role that's been different when you don't have the guards out there, and he's been handling it so well.
Fears in traffic, the spin and the finish. Top of the key for Fears and the runner off one leg. Fears on the move. Jeremiah Fears lays it up and in. In attack mode to Taylor. Shot clock at 8. Fears in traffic.
His rhythm, setting up his man so he can rise into that pull-up J. Sweet shot.
There goes Fears. That's his first bucket of the ball game. But that was good D by Fears to fight off the big man and poke it away.
There he goes, puts his head down all the way to the rim, plus the foul.
And that's where he's special. You have a turnover on the other possession. Well, I was going to say that's one for Malik Dia. If you're a post player, you got to learn how to post up against smaller players too.
Fears contorts his body. It's 4-on-4, throwing it up. Good job by Goodine to swipe it away. Now Fears behind the play will lay it in for an easy deuce.
And this is from a interior play.
Mitchell had a career-high 25 in the first meeting between these teams. There's Jeremiah Fears escaping the pressure and reversing one. They run Bates off the three-point line. He lost it to Jalen Moore. Hit ahead for Fears, and he will finish.
Ball game. He's been dominant in many ways.
And now Grill and others left to try to guard Fears. Oh, what a move. Fake spin, drop it home. Or now he will step back and fire. That's off. Oklahoma 10-point lead as Fears attacks. Tough floater, banks it home. He's got all the tricks in the bag.
Out there, they will score enough points. It's do they take care of it, and do they get stops down at this end in the half court?
Instead, it's Oklahoma getting it.
And they're right there, points off turnovers from Missouri.
Mitchell's got a dozen, and Fears has got another bucket and another trip to the foul line.
I mean, Mitchell's rotating over right here, and Fears, the feel, the pace. Look at that. I mean, avoids him, goes away, high and soft off the window.
Along the baseline, Goodine. He saves it out for Fears. His leaner banks home. So composed.
Decided to go back to Georgia. When they got there, they both said it's nice to be home again. Their grandmother used to work in the president's office at Georgia. Hey, Oklahoma's been terrific, 5 of 7 from three-point land. Oh, man, Fears.
Minutes with 3 small guards. They try to find a mismatch with one of them. Let him go to work.
Fears, great play.
Making those kind of plays.
He's got 9. Fears, who's dribbling, has got 8 in this game. He gets it back. He rises. He buries it. Well, you got stuffed by the basket. He's able to pick up his own. Fears. Yep. Knocks down. And you mentioned at the half, they're not going to make the same number of threes. They have missed 7 of their last 8. Fears decides to go to the rack, throws it up. He absorbed the contact.
You can't handle it. It's going to knock you out of the tournament. And Kentucky's so good with Williams and Carr both rolling out.
Fears pretty. You talk about scorers. He's one of them. Maury Williams setting the check back in. As Fears penetrates against Chandler. He's deep and he lays it up and in.
That's how he can get going, Fears. He is a monster in the second half. He's also been fouled 8 times in this game.
They set it up for Fears. He curls for a 3. He got it. Jeremiah Fears. And Fears may settle down and try to win this thing. He drives, lays it up with his left, and it's in. And Oklahoma.
A little bit of a ghost screen. It gets him going downhill to his left. And that long arm reach, an unblockable shot from the kid that just turned 18 in the fall. Should be a high school senior and just might have made the shot.
Oklahoma still looking for its first bucket. Fears.
Look at this.
With the left hand, that's silky smooth.
Drop coverage.
Mahaney with the left hand. And the rebound controlled by Wagee.
This is where Fears is dangerous.
Look at that. Oh, a whirling dervish from Jeremiah Fears. He's in the spin zone. Free throw differential. Oklahoma 12 of 15. UConn is 4 of 4.
Nice play. What a
steal. And it's Fears taking it to the rim for 2.